Skye, it's Lucky. You there?
Live cop at the door, dead cop on the couch. This is the perfect frame.
Got a plan?
Yeah, take off your top.
Just give her a second. She's...
Bad timing. We're kind of involved here.
Yeah, this is official police business. We got a tip that Ross Duncan's body was discovered here, and we need to search the house.
Oh, not so fast, officer. You got a warrant?
Listen, can you give us a minute? Dad, this is serious. If there's something you gotta tell me, do it before I come in.
Do I have to draw you a picture? Please. Look, I'm indisposed here. You want proof?
Skye, I'm sorry about this.
Okay, that concludes the peep show for
Listen,
this
Dad,
evening.
I still need to look around, okay? Ross Duncan has been missing for a few weeks, and I have a responsibility to follow him.
Get a search warrant!
Listen, if there's some kind of trouble that you're in, listen, I wish you would just let me help.
I don't need your help. I've been doing this since before you were born. I think I can remember how to do it. Now run along, Sonny. You're spoiling the mood.
Is he gone?
We just started the cars.
Next time it's you cozying up next to that corpse.
It's not my type.
You know, Lucky's more suspicious than ever. He's gonna be back with that search warrant.
You're right. Detective Donut is going to have a permanent new home. Oh.
Lord, I swear every time that Ross thaws, he stinks more of aftershave.
Well, that isn't his aftershave, darling. I've been spraying whatever's aerosol on him for a long time now, but it's a losing battle.
Hey, is anyone watching the house?
Coast is clear.
Oh, yeah. Till Lucky comes back with the search warrant, and sooner or later he's gonna check that crawl space.
Don't worry, the stiff isn't going to be down there that long.
Luke, are you sure this isn't Faith responsible for this? I mean, this would be the perfect way for her to force us both out of the club and get her revenge.
No, darling, I've talked to her. I'm convinced she doesn't know where the guy is. She's looking for him. And Tracy wants to use him as leverage, so, you know, she didn't deposit him here on your sofa.
Oh, God. This is insane.
That's what I'm starting to think. I'm afraid there's a killer out there playing very elaborate games who's about 2 beans short of a refried sandwich.
We could rent a meat locker.
Too public. Leave a paper trail.
Luke, we've got to think of something. If I'm arrested, Tracy won't hesitate for a second to show those pictures of me and Ross.
If you're nailed for murder, Tracy loses all her leverage over Jax, which from what I've seen is not what she wants.
Oh. Can't believe he's been dragged into this too.
Will you forget your ex? Concentrate on the popsicle and who might have done him in.
I just don't know what the killer wants. This is about blackmail.
Give me a list of all your enemies.
Well, that's a long list.
Take a stab at it. Sorry.
Well, I haven't really talked to anyone in Pine Valley for a while. My grandmother does keep me up to date on what's going on there. And well, I guess my family's involved in their own drama, so I can't imagine them wasting their time or energy trying to ruin my life.
All right, what about here in the Chuckles?
Well, Tracy and Faith have been accounted for, and Edward disinherited me, but I can't imagine that they want to frame me for murder.
No. This doesn't feel like greed. This feels more like revenge. So let's make a list of who you've, hurt, who you've stolen from, anybody that would want to make you pay.
Well, it's got to be somebody insane. You said it yourself. Maybe I didn't do anything at all to provoke this. Maybe it's as simple as me just having red hair.
No, darling, it's not that random. All right, look, let's try this again. Let's list your worst transgressions in life. You know, who you've caused harm to, who you may have cheated or rejected. And believe me, don't worry about what I think of it, because anything you've done, I've done worse.
Look, I'm not hiding anything, okay? It's a little hard to solve the murder when we have to keep moving the body.
Well, I promise you that this is going to be Detective Donut's last move. He's going in the ground.
Oh, God, I hate this. No, I realize that we've been joking about this because it's a hell of a lot easier to deal with it that way than to deal with what really happened. But what happened to Ross is pretty awful, you know? And I'm sure that he has people out there who must have loved him, who must be worried about him.
You're a decent woman. Skye Chandler, Quartermain, you got a really good heart. I'm sure wherever Detective Donut is right now, he does not want you paying for something you didn't do.
Well, then can we please just solve the murder? For him, as much as for me.
All right, stay here.
Look, just...
Lock the door.
Please just be... Just be careful. Anything?
No, we're okay for now. Look, I don't want you staying here alone.
I don't want you to be the next person with an ice pick in your back.
I'm seeing you through to the end of this, Blaze, no matter what the end of this is. You got two choices. You come home with me, or I sleep here.
There you go again.
Trying to angle a invitation to stay over?
Being wonderful, courageous, and taking absolutely no credit for it whatsoever.
Skye, it's Lucky. I need to talk to my dad.
He has that search warrant by now.
Okay, be cool. Just follow my lead.
Well, that was fast, officer. Who'd you have to bribe?
I'm not here about Detective Duncan. I had a call from Mom's hospital. She's missing.
Oh, thank God you're here. I really need you. How was, Montreal? Did you find out anything?
Is my son here?
Yeah, Alice, could you get Lucky? He's in the living room. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
I was really worried about you. I tried not to keep calling, but, Tracy's really pushing this blackmail thing to the limit, you know?
Blaze, I really can't think about this right now. Your mother disappeared from her room. Apparently, she spent one night in some cheesy motel near the hospital.
Okay.
After that, there's no record of her.
Was she alone?
She checked into the motel alone.
Okay, all right, I'm gonna go call in a favor to the station. Just don't go anywhere.
When did Laura escape?
Well, nobody's sure. Everybody's, said they've been telling me all this time that she was catatonic. But apparently she switched IDs with some patient who had been transferred. And it took a while for the staff to catch on.
Was she missing the night Ross was killed?
Why do you ask that?
Well, maybe it's Laura. Maybe she's the one who's framing me for murder.
Laura wouldn't come after you or anybody else. What happened to her stepfather was an accident.
But Laura's very ill. And if somehow she thought that maybe I was taking you away...
She'd kill a cop and frame you for it? No, no way. The last time I saw my wife, she was sitting in a chair staring at the wall. She didn't know me. She didn't know anything.
Well, obviously she's gotten better.
Or that's what somebody wants me to believe.
Well, it was just a suggestion, that's all. I mean, we both know somebody's after me.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be Laura. Believe me. No matter how sick she is, she wouldn't do that. And besides everything else, she couldn't move that cadaver on her own, even if she wanted to.
Yeah, I got full access to PCV computer, but we have to hurry. Nobody knows it's about Mom.
And we're gonna keep it that way.
Oh, absolutely, no question.
Okay, you check the travel grid. I'll look into everybody that's crossed paths with her, particularly the usual suspects, Helena, Scott Baldwin. Wherever she is, somebody's helping her.
Exactly.
I'll run interference, keep the cops away from the
We can
computer.
handle it.
What if it has some connection to the killer?
Skye, you need to stay out of this.
Luke, oh my God, there was a woman. She was holding a knife, and then she ran.
Which way?
That way.
Stay here.
Lucky, it's Skye. Look, I am in the gazebo in the park. There's a woman stalking me. She had a knife. So could you please get here as quickly as you can, please, and bring some other officers for backup? Please.
I didn't see anyone.
She could be anywhere. She could be just hiding, waiting.
Who did you call?
There's called Lucky.
I'll protect you.
No, Luke, you can't.
Blaze, I won't let anything...
Luke, it was Laura.
You saw Laura?
I saw a woman with blonde hair holding a knife.
It could be Laura. It was probably Faith.
Well, you ruled her out already.
Well, then it was somebody else, a stranger. Tracy in a wig.
Luke, your wife escaped from the mental hospital, okay? And now she's stalking me.
It's telling you it wasn't Laura. It couldn't be. I don't even exist to her anymore. She had a complete mental breakdown after the accident that killed her stepfather. It couldn't be her. Skye, the last time I went to the hospital, it was to break her out. I thought that our love was stronger than whatever it was that took her mind away, but I was wrong. When she looked at me, there was nothing there. Nothing. I'm no longer kidding myself that I can bring her back. In order for her to frame you for murder, she would have to feel betrayal or jealousy or something, and she doesn't. She has no feelings for me at all. Her mind is gone. And the doctors told me it was irreversible, but they didn't have to tell me because I saw it. I saw it in her eyes. I no longer have any fantasies or hopes that our love will come back.
Luke, I'm sorry I accused Laura. I didn't even get a good look at the woman, and from what you tell me, it couldn't possibly be her.
That's okay. You don't apologize. Somebody's doing a damn fine job of scaring you.
Not to mention framing me for murder.
Skye, I couldn't save my wife. I don't know why. But I can sure protect you from whoever this is.
Lucky, any sign of her?
No, she's gone. But I found this. It's engraved in an L, which I guess could mean Luke and Laura, but I never saw Mom wearing it.
I gave it to her. Yeah. This is the bracelet I took with me the last time I visited her. It's identical to one I gave her shortly after we were married. I was hoping that seeing it might jog her memory, maybe help her bridge the gap in her mind between then and now. I was hoping she would come back to me. But she was too far gone.
Maybe she's not as far gone as we thought.